Hey guys, how you doing? Jeff here, and today I want to put my 2 cents on this whole what if Peggy Carter kind of dilemma slash controversy. Because I think people are somewhat blowing it out of proportion, but on the other token, they do have a point. What do I mean? Well, stay tuned and find out. Look, here's the what if poster brought to you by Disney. Now, if you me looking at Peggy Carter now, before I get into this, before I go any further, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a sports nutritionist. But I do generally know something about nutrition as a United States Marine, and I know what muscle does, pretty much by the layman's terms, and I know what happens when you increase muscle mass too much. That being said, back to what I was saying. Take a look at Peggy right here. She has definitely verged from what is a healthy amount of muscle to too much. Let me explain. Everybody knows, or at least if you don't, here's some general information for you. Muscle weighs more than fat. Scientific fact. You know, there is no argument on that one. It's scientific fact. Muscle weighs more than fat. Number two, if you make your muscle too damn big, you actually get to a point to where there's peak muscle performance, where it's big enough and strong enough to create maximum amounts of effort that you wanted to put out. But if you go past that point, you start going into diminishing returns to falling off a damn cliff. Let me explain. Someone on the Twitter thread posted this picture of this female bodybuilder. Look, absolutely wonderful muscles. Fantastically gigantic muscles. That woman has probably next to no endurance. Her dexterity has probably suffered, and her overall speed is probably not as good as someone else who could be. Let me explain. That much muscle, at that point, you're putting out more effort to move the muscle than the benefit you're getting out of it, because it's so heavy, it's so dense, it's so big that it's more effort than it's worth. Look, ladies and gentlemen, it's basic physics. At a certain point, the output is just not going to equal the desired effect. There's what's called the peak performance. Now, let's shift that over to Steve Rogers right here, because you have the before where he's that scrawny little guy, and then there's after he gets the serum and he's Captain America. That serum pushed his muscle and skeletal and all that to the peak performance level that it could without sacrificing endurance, speed, and agility. So you have to remember, Captain America is incredibly strong. He's also incredibly flexible, incredibly durable, and incredibly fucking fast for a human being. If his muscles looked like the woman previously mentioned, that have the gigantically, utterly cut muscles, yeah, his endurance, speed, and agility would heavily suffer. In fact, it's in my opinion, take it for what you will, again, not a doctor, but I'm pretty sure some doctors will probably agree with me on this one, that Peggy's muscle mass is probably so big compared to what it should be to get maximum effort out of all the indicated groups that I said, that her endurance, speed, and agility should absolutely suffer being that damn big and, the Captain America what if. I mean, would Peggy probably gained an inch or two, maybe 3? Absolutely. Would her muscles become way more defined? Absolutely so. Here's the perfect example. 1990 Spider-Man cartoon. Felicia Hardy becomes the Black Cat, and when she turns on, because she has the ability to turn on and off the serum, to where she looks like her former self, and then she gets the Black Cat persona. When she turns it on, yeah, she gains a couple inches. Her muscles, as you can see in this photo of the Black Cat, very well defined. She is incredibly strong, but not at the expense of her agility. She is highly agile, very flexible, and really, really fast. That's what the serum does. The serum wouldn't jack Peggy to, as big, if not bigger than, Steve Rogers. It wouldn't do that. It would evenly define her out. In fact, I saw this picture right here. There's this picture of another Marvel where Peggy's throwing the shield. Look at her. Could you tell she's absolutely well defined? Yes, this woman looks like she can run a goddamn triathlon and barely break a sweat. And yes, she does look like she's physically stronger. She looks well defined. This is a good look for Peggy, where she should have, looked like an Olympian. Like, here, I'll give you a better example. There's a big damn difference between a female weightlifter Olympian and a female Olympian who runs a mile, who runs the mile event. Because the female Olympian is probably going to have more muscle mass to lift the weight. But I guarantee you, that female Olympian who's the weightlifter tried to run the mile against the Olympic mile runner would get absolutely, left in the dust. But conversely, if the mile runner Olympian tried to do the weightlifter, yeah, she'd get blown out of the water by the female bodybuilder. What the serum does is gives you the perfect balance between the two, not over accentuate one way or the other. It gives you the perfect metabolical muscle balance to achieve the maximum potential in all areas without sacrificing any of the rest. That's what the super serum does. That's why Captain America looks the way he does in Captain America the First Avenger when he becomes skinny Steve to rippled Steve. Could the serum have overjacked him? Yes. But then Steve Rogers wouldn't be able to run like 40, 45 miles an hour in a run and keep that run up for as long as he did chasing down that car. So, to the writers of the Peggy Carter What If, could you have beefed her up? Yeah. Should you have? Yeah. Should you have done it to this point? No. Because I don't think Peggy would be able to do half the shit that you're drawing her to do in the cartoon. Just based on pure biologics and physics. You bulked her up too much to do the kind of thing she's doing. And that's what you all don't understand. But at least from my point of view. Take it for what you will, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, I'm Jeff. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, everything down below, and I'll catch you all next time.